Many Roblox players tend to play games that they enjoy the most, but what they love the most are the underrated ones. These, despite being a great game, they are still not popular. Today we will explore one such game that, despite its videos gaining thousands of views, it still hasn't become popular or even entered the top trending section. The game that I'm talking about is Industrials. I think the reason for it not being quite popular is because its game structure is quite complex to grasp for our tiny brains as we progress further and further in the game. That's also probably the main reason why many players quit after playing it for a while. Now, we need someone that can make a whole documentary about these structures because it's quite hard to grasp without any kind of help. I wonder who's gonna do that. Yes, I'm gonna do that. Let's get started. When you create a new world, remember to do the tutorial first, as it teaches you the basics on how your tools and other game mechanics work. After you've done that, you must have noticed that there is a tier system consisting of 4 tiers, and you're absolutely right. That's why I'm gonna be splitting this video based on the tier a structure belongs to. So let's start with Tier 1 is as basic as it can get, including all that basic stuff which you're only gonna be dealing with the early game and then proceed to completely forget about it. What is this basic stuff, you may ask? Now that's a good question. The basic stuff includes pipes, energy generators, extractors like coal, copper, water, some crazy logic things which you'll unlock in the late game, a research station, some factory structures like the electric furnace, ingot molder, roller, raft assembler, and press. There's also storage and decoration, which of course no one's really gonna use. Some modular things that I will go over at the end of the video. And finally, we have a delivery gun. All of these are quite self-explanatory, with exceptions logic. I don't quite know much about it, so in case you were wondering, coal generators generate coal? No, of course not. Doesn't work that way. Next up we have this tier is essentially an upgrade from tier 1, with the new stuff being these 2 dumps, a pipe valve which is quite explanatory, new ways to generate even more power such as the steam turbine, the boiler, diesel and gasoline generator, a beaker, firebox, an advanced MV pole for power to be transmitted faster, these 2 small MV poles, and an actual MV pole. Maybe I should show that to you first. Anyways, there are also new fancy factories like this filtration plant which filters water, the crude oil separators and liquid boiler. They do what they sound like. The grinder grinds things depending on the input, diesel refinery, a paper mill, iron drill, a geothermal well which heats water, an oil rig, a modular engine which I will explain at the end, and finally these 2 new drivers. Alright, moving on to the next tier, we have